thank you, Lord, for coming. My name is Renee. I'm his daughter. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all
I was just talking to him Friday, and me and Thomas had our routine. He finally figured out how to FaceTime correctly, and I wasn't looking at his forehead or down his chest and all that stuff. So I work really hard on the weekends, just like my father. I carry multiple jobs. And every Friday afternoon, we had a routine. I would go to the bathroom, do my hair, my makeup. I would keep him on FaceTime, and he would critique everything I did, even though he didn't do hair and makeup, so I don't understand why he even said anything. But we would catch up on our week, and I would tell him about what's going on. He would tell me about what's going on. I would smoke my blunt. Here, Daddy, you see one, take one. And he'd just be like, oh my God, you're so bad. I was like, you're such a hypocrite. I'm grown. You didn't get that from me. I absolutely got it from you. Yes. I got my drinking from you. I got my smoking from you. I got all those bad. No matter what, like, I would get mad at him because he would, try to keep me on a path, and I like being young, brown, and free. Obviously, I get it, honest.
Yeah.
And he you need to do this, and you need to do this, and you need to do this. And I was like, I'm 30-something years old. I'm grown. And he was like, I'm coming down there. I'm going to spend a week at your house. I said, good, because I need a babysitter. Come on down here. And obviously, that one we didn't make it to it. But I'm going to miss everything about him. I'm going to miss all of our conversations. I'm going to miss cutting up with him. I'm going to miss calling him old man every time I got a chance. I'm going to miss him not answering his phone because he had company. All his shenanigans, all his storytelling. Half of it I know is made up. That's my dad. He would do anything possible to get my mind off of whatever I was going through. He made sure that I kept my head up. He made sure that I knew that I was a good mom. He made sure that I knew that I was loved. He made sure that no matter what, I could call that man right now and be like, I need your shirt. He'd be like, all right, I'm sending it right now. Western Union is coming.
Western Union, everything.
Western Union, everything. I'd be like, Dad, I'm going to cash him. He would put his glasses on and pick up his phone like this. Like, never mind, just Western Union. I'm Western Union, Dad. I wish I would have more pictures. I wish I had more memories. We all wish. And I think my biggest thing is our shoulda, coulda, wouldas. What if I would have talked to him Saturday? What if I would have known he wasn't feeling good? My father was a very prideful man. And he would not tell me everything, but sometimes you just know. And I used to fuss at him so much. Like, you're not a spring chicken no more. And he would be like, I feel fine. I'm good. Instead would have COVID and be like, oh, I'm going to work. No, you're not. You're going to go lay your ass down somewhere. And I'm going to miss it. This is my first time here in Chicago, or Waukegan. And unfortunately, my first memory is going to be burying my father. He loved it here. I tried to get him to come south. He wasn't going. Unless some food was involved, he wasn't coming. And then, of course, he'd be like, oh, I'll cook when I get there. No, I'll go cook, and you're going to eat when I cook. And he'd be like, well, I'm cooking the family, so I will do this. And now, I'm never going to get that opportunity. I know that he would not want us up here crying. He would not want us mourning. He would want us to be having a good time. He would want us to be partying. He would have that music blasted. You couldn't hear nothing he was saying. And he would be upset to know that we are doing this right here. And if y'all don't take anything else with you from my dad, please just take those happy memories I don't want y'all to take these bad sorrows. I want y'all to be happy for him. I want you to turn up on him. Anytime you start thinking about it, just drink beer, smoke something. Just don't go party, go have a good time. I don't want y'all to be sad. I don't want y'all to be mournful. I want y'all to take nothing but happiness, because that's what he would have wanted.
Yeah.
If he seen us crying, why you crying for? And honestly, I'd be like, hey, I don't know. Well, if you don't know why, you cry. Unfortunately, my mom is at the hotel with his other grandkids. He does have 3. They're little ones, so they did come to his service. But she wanted me to make sure that everybody knew that he was loved. Even when he was hated, he was loved. Even when he worked on nerves, he was loved. Mm-hmm. He had a way with people, and I'm going to take that everywhere with me because I'm a people person myself. And of course, those that you don't know me, I am on Facebook. If y'all want to add me, keep up with everything, that's fine. He would have wanted you to. He loves his sisters. He loves his kids. He loves his grandkids. That's one thing that he took with him, is he loved everybody. I don't think there was one person that he talked bad about.
No.
And even if he did talk bad about him, he would say something he did that he loved. So, of course, keep giving him those memories. Keep giving him them shout-outs. Keep giving him that love. And I thank y'all so much for coming out to do this. I know it's not easy to do, and nobody was ready for it. No army ever really ready.
All right.
God needed an angel more than we did. Thank you.
Anyone else that wanted to say anything? You? No.
I have a very short poem, but I think that it really touches on how I feel, and I know a lot of other people feel. For Thomas, in the hearts of those who loved you, you will always be there. As you will always be treasured forever in our memory. I keep in my heart the love of the past, for there was planted forever to last. Your presence I miss, your memory I treasure, loving you always, forgetting you never. We will always make sure his name is good.
Yes, Lord.
Just like Chewy said, it's a proud moment to be a tuten. And we carry that name very proudly. And I'm so glad that even though we were not here in Waukegan with him, we knew about a lot of y'all too. He talked all the time about his cookouts. He talked all the time about the people that he got together with. We didn't know all of you by name, but we knew all of you in some capacity, because he was always talking about his Waukegan family, just like he talked about us. He told us about each of y'all and all the wonderful things that you would do for him, and we appreciate it immensely. We're sorry that we're meeting on this occasion, but we're happy that we're meeting, and we won't forget all the wonderful things. And I hope none of you will forget any of the wonderful things and the joy that he brought to you and to others. We appreciate everything. We're going to let everyone just, if anyone else has anything they would like to say, please do. We're going to leave the floor and the mic open. I know my brother always had fun and something funny to say and something funny to do. He called me Little Bit because I was the smallest one in the family. So growing up, he always thought he could pick on me, but I always got the best of him. He and I fought many a times, and we were in the country, so we used to climb trees. And he thought he could climb faster than me, but he really couldn't. Because I was small enough, I could just make enough track to get up there before he did. So I know my brother was always doing something and playing jokes on people, but he always had the best heart. And then if he made you sad, and then you could kind of act like he made you sad, even if he really didn't, because then he'd come back and apologize. And he'd just kind of be like, oh, what can I do to make it right? Oh, I could use another popsicle. And so he would make sure you would get it, because he was always trying to please and make sure people felt good about where they were and what they were doing. So if you have any stories that you want to share, please take the time and share them with us, because that let us know a lot more about Waukegan and how he felt and what he did to make this place a better place that we maybe didn't know. Please come up.
Well, I guess we as the sisters are just gonna have to keep telling y'all how much we love and care about him. Because just like he used to tell you guys about us, just like my sister said, he used to tell us about you. Told us about Miss Brenda. Said if you want to know anything, if anything ever happened to me, if you can't find me, you call Brenda Slade. She gonna know where I'm at. She gonna know what happened to me. So thank God that I had her number in my phone to find out exactly where he was and what happened, and to get the information, and just for her to be there with him. And I know that a lot of you were good friends with Thomas, and we appreciate everything and everybody that's here. Now, when my sister was up here, she read a poem, and it made me think, maybe I should read a poem. So I started scrolling, and I said, I'm going to find a little poem to read about him too. So I came up with this one. And this one says, brother, you gave no one a last farewell, nor ever said goodbye. You were gone before we knew it, and only God knows why. 1,000,000 times we will miss you. 1,000,000 times we will cry. In our hearts you hold a place no one can ever fill. It broke our hearts to lose you, but you didn't go alone. For part of us went with you the day God took you home. We will meet again someday, I know in a better place. I thank God he made you my brother while you were here on earth. Love beyond words, missed beyond measure. Always forever in our hearts. Now, like I said, I'm the oldest, right? And then it's my sister called you right here. Then it was Thomas, and then it was my sister Karen. But because he was the only boy, he always felt like he was the oldest. And he could tell us what to do. Right. Because he was the only boy, so everybody had to do what he said, and he wanted to protect his sisters. And y'all know, if you know, whenever he ever talked, he always talked about what he was gonna take care of his sisters, take care of his sisters. He always made us feel like we were protected. Like if we ever needed him for anything, he'd be there. There was never any doubt in our minds that he would. So I just wanted to read that little poem and just thank you guys for coming out, everybody. Thank you for the love that you showed for him and the love that I know that he had for everybody here. He was a good man. He had his faults. He wasn't without them. But he was a good man, all in all. And he was our brother. And we're going to carry that tuten name, Chewy, Renee, all of us that are born under that sign and under that name. We're going to carry it on proud. And we're going to do him proud. And I thank you all for coming out today. And if there's anyone else, I see that we do have some new people that came in. If there's anyone else that would like to say something on his behalf, please, the mic is open. You can come up anytime.
Hello, my name is Wendy and I'm Tom's co-worker. He was such a good, loving man. I'm always going to remember him by his music. He would always walk around with his music. Whatever he was doing, he had his music. I remember the 4th of July parade that was outside of work. He came out and he was blasting his music. I said, Thomas, you're going to play that? He's like, yeah. I said, absolutely not, Thomas. We're watching the parade. But even that last Sunday when I saw him, he was playing his music. I said, Thomas, I'm going to buy you some headphones. But I'm going to always miss him saying, hi, Glendy, all the time. But I'm so sorry, and my condolences and prayers go out to you guys. He will definitely be missed at work.
My name is Misha, and I was Thomas's supervisor. And Thomas got on my nerves, my very last nerve. But he just always wanted to have a good time. No matter if he was at work or outside of work, he just wanted to have a good time. I'm mad at Thomas because Thomas stayed on top of everybody that he cared about as far as like health wise. And he knew that I was a type 1 diabetic, and he always stayed on top of me. And I don't know what was wrong with Thomas, but out of the 2 years that I've known him, he's never had a conversation with me where he said, I'm tired, Misha, I don't feel good, I need to take a break, I need to slow down. He's never complained about nothing. Thomas was always waiting for his phone to ring to say, come to work. Sunday, we work every other weekend, and Thomas, he's not on my weekend, but he started to pick up my Sundays because I didn't have a dish person. This Sunday, he came in for me. He brought me breakfast. We kicked it before we had to get started. We chilled. He asked me, can I take him home at 2? And for some reason, Thomas was rushing me. Rushing. He always asked me to take him home at this time. But this day, he was rushing. But this day, I had ordered food, so I told him to wait. Give me a minute. The food on his way. Thomas was watching me like a hawk. I'm telling her, like, look at Thomas. Look at him. He being thirsty, though. So hold on. But we left. We had a regular conversation in the car. He said he would go visit his sisters. He been take this vacation. He been wanting a car so bad. That's all he keep talking about. I told him, Thomas, you look tired. He said, I am. I work all this week. But you know me. I ain't doing nothing else. He got out the car and I said, see you tomorrow. He said, see you. I came to work on Monday, everybody telling me Thomas called off. I said, no, he didn't. Thomas ain't never called off before. I called him, I text him, no response. I said, if nothing was wrong, Thomas would call me back. He didn't call back. The next day, he didn't know call no show again. I keep saying something was wrong. We did as much as we could to get where we got and to get in contact with his sisters and his mom. Had I known that that was going to be the last of it, I'm mad at Thomas. He didn't say nothing. He worried about everybody else. He probably didn't know either. He just worried about work. He worked himself. But he was a good man. He had to work to take care of everybody that he loved, and that's all that he talked about. We knew y'all as sisters, like y'all was our sisters. That's how much you talked about y'all. And like the other girl said, that family reunion is all he talked about. From the time that he put the vacation days in to the time he came back, he talked about it. I don't miss Thomas, but he in a better place, and we gonna be okay, cause he gonna want us to be okay.
My name is Valerie Cage, and I didn't know Thomas Chastain. I worked with him too, and he was right to be side by side. And he was always talking. So one day I used to give him a ride home. You know, when one guy asked me, "Come to the ride?" I said, "Yeah." I give him a ride, so I'll help him drop him off. So I always used to give him a ride home. Then one day, another coworker called and asked me, "What happened to Thomas?" I said, "No, what happened?" She told me, "What?" I said, "Oh, because I've been off for a couple of weeks because I had surgery. And I hadn't seen Thomas since I left work in the hospital. But I didn't know this was going to happen. But he will be missing. My condolences to the family."
Say that again?
All the sisters, that's the daughter over here.
Did you see the card? This is is work family.
She's the daughter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's just everyone wrote a little something. Okay.
Thank you. Would you like to say something?
Just the one I've worked with.
Guess when I was up here, I should just stay up here.
My name's Holly Pollock, and I'm the director of dining at where Thomas worked. And I didn't know him very well because I'm relatively new, but he kept to himself, kind of. He was very dependable. You always knew he'd be there. But this is just something I thought that was really kind. I took a spill, and I was on crutches for a while. And I would walk by where his station was every morning, and he always noticed I had a mug of coffee. But when I had my crutches, I didn't. So he started just bringing me coffee every morning, which I thought was so sweet. I mean, I didn't ask him to, but when I stopped with my crutches, he goes, "Do you still want me to bring you the coffee?" No, I'm good. But I thought that was someone that was observant and looking out for other people. I thought that was very kind of him. He didn't need to do that. But he also was bringing it to Gail, too. The other lady in the office with me, we kind of missed that. But anyway, he was a good guy from when I knew of him, and he really will be missed. So.
I want to thank everybody for coming. To honor my father, again, if you don't know, my name is Renee. I am his eldest child and his only daughter. But I wanted to read, if you have your, y'all bear with me. It's called The Day God Took You Home. A million times I needed you. A million times I cried. If alone could have saved me, you never would have died. In life, I loved you dearly. In death, I love you still. In my heart, you hold a space where no one can fill. It broke my heart to lose you, but you did go alone. Part of me went with you. The day God took you home. And I mean it. I'm going to close out today with y'all taking happy memories of my father with you. Like I said before, he would want y'all to be happy. He would not want y'all to cry. He would not want y'all to be upset. I promised myself that today, that's it. That's it for crying. I'll wear my makeup tomorrow. My daddy's not going to mess it up. And that's how he would have wanted it. We will be still honoring him in North Carolina at home with the rest of his family. Any of you that want to come are welcome. We will be having a service for him Friday, August 30th at 11 a.m. at Rose Hill Funeral Home. Rose Hill is where he lived, that's our homestead, that's where we call home. If there's anything else that anybody would like to say, please come and say it. We will be back at our next speakers. Thank you.
We want to thank everybody for coming out today. We know it's not easy anytime that somebody you love is no longer with you. But just know that Thomas loved hard. And when he gave all that he had. And if he was your friend, he's your friend for life. Because that's how we roll. We're tutens. We're hard. We roll like that. And if we tell you we down with you, we down with you. So don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget how he made you feel. Don't ever forget that joy that he brought to you. And I want to thank you all for coming out and just being here with us today, because it's hard for us. It was hard for us. We came from Virginia, North Carolina, and D.C. We jumped on a flight the day we found out what happened. The next day, me and my sisters was on that flight. So just like he loved us, we loved him just as hard. And anytime we needed him, he was there. And when he needed us, here we are. Here we are.
We would just like to say, I would just like to say, on behalf of the family, our parents are elderly at this point. It was so wonderful for him to be home last summer to see them, because God gave him that opportunity to see them one more time before, because God had his plan already in place. And he had a wonderful time.
That's our mother. That's us.
My father just turned 89, July 3rd. Our mother will be 87, August 23rd. And so he was able to see them last year, and he was able to be at this reunion, and he was able to enjoy his time. And God allowed him to come home and see us last year and be in the midst of his family. And he did the cooking then too.
He did. He cooked all the crab legs. And he was mad about it, because he said he didn't come home to do all this cooking. He came home on vacation. He didn't come home to be carrying no pots of crabs around all day. He said, I thought y'all had somebody else to do this.
But he kept cooking.
But he kept on doing it until all those crab legs were ready. And he set them out. We put that spread out before us.
So, this is the good time in the backyard that we had last year. He was able to see our parents one more time. They were not able to travel here. It is way too much for them in their years at this particular time. But we're here to represent the family, because we will be having another service in North Carolina. And like we said, anyone and everyone is welcome to make that journey, and you'll be able to see exactly what our family is like, and exactly where Thomas got his love, his dedication, the way his work ethics. You will be able to be on the grounds and see exactly how all of that transpired and how all of that came to be. So we appreciate you being here with us.
Yes. I just want to speak a little bit about the family reunion. Last year, it was special, because we hadn't had one in a few years because of COVID. So we knew he was so excited. Every time Thomas comes home, he called me, hey sis, I need you to book that flight. I need you to just tell me, where I need to be, what time I need to be picked up at the airport. You got my credit card, just handle it. I'm like, Thomas, you can book your own flight, man. I ain't got time for that you take care of it. And I'm like, can I just, let me just walk you through. Karen, can you just, I ain't got time, I'm at work. I'm at work, and then when I get off work, I gotta go back to work. And then when I go back to work, I have a few hours, and I go back to work again. So I'm like, all right, Tom, I'm gonna go ahead and book this flight, and I ain't doing it to both of you. Every day it's the same thing. You know, every time he travel, every time he's ready to go somewhere, he calls me. Need for me to book his flight, take care of everything for him. So I'm not gonna get that call. We didn't get a chance to have that conversation yet. Because our family reunion is coming up. We have it every year, Labor Day weekend. So I'm not gonna be able to book that flight for him.
But he'll still be there.
But he'll be there in spirit.
He'll be there with us.
So he looking down, you probably see him right now. Girl.
Girl, ain't y'all
You
through?
know,
Y'all been seeing
you
him.
know I'm looking at you. But that's the kind of spirit he had. And again, thank you.
Yeah. Thomas was a carpenter. Even though you guys may not know that, he could build stuff. From the base up. Just like our father. He got that from our father. He could build a house from the ground to the top. Every room, every light, everything in it. Thomas do that. Fun fact, y'all didn't know. Yes, ma'am.
All of us that's here in this room today want to personally congratulate y'all and thank y'all for letting us have this opportunity to come pay our respects to him. And we love y'all for that and thank you.
Well, I'm just saying this for my dog. My dog will miss. My dog will miss him. My dog used to always be at the door. Yeah, got a little puppy. Got a little puppy. You know, Thomas, he used to stay next door to me, and I got a little dog. So Thomas used to walk past my door. Bang, 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 bang. My dog used to be at the door. And there was only one person who always did that. It was Mr. Thomas. He'd do it early in the morning, late at night. I don't care what day it is, but I always knew it was him. But he always had a dog genuinely happy. Even when my dog used to mess in the house, and he used to hear me popping, and it's like, oh, the Thomas used to be banging on the wall. Leave him alone, leave him alone. I yell right back at him. You come clean this up then. Trust me, I know. Me and Mr. Thomas, we used to have some crazy times. He took me to a Latino bar, and there was only black people in there, and couldn't speak a lick. But we was playing pool. We listened to their music like we really knew what they was talking about. I'm still trying to figure out that. I don't know what to say. We did some little crazy thing. Like I said, my condolences out to the family. He wasn't a real good person to me. And he will be missed.
Amen. Amen. Everybody know about it. Everybody know about it. And it's not a story. So I'm done with you know, raised on it. We even girl, but we can still be able to reach out and just make sure everything is how it should be. I seen her post out his name, so I started her and I'm start running. Yeah. But y'all, so take travel. Thank you. All right, sis. Pray for you, babe. Keep your head up. It's live. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm sorry. about it, sister.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you have any more obituaries?
Did you take off the card?
She needs an obituary.
I gotta find my card. I think she said in the card. I took a picture of that flip flop. Started, so we got no burn